Hi, this is a video to help you get your child onto Google Classroom. Before we start, you want to make sure that you have two pieces of information, okay? You want to make sure that you have your child's Clever Badge printed out. So here are two different examples of a Clever Badge. So it's a QR code, and it might be a simple QR code like that one, or it might be a really complicated looking one like that. But your child's teacher emailed it to you, so you want to make sure that you print it out, okay? The second thing that you want to have handy is your student's email. So the emails go like this. It is the year of the child's graduation, 2032. Then it's the student's last name, their first initial, their middle initial, at student.plymouth.k12.ma.us. So that's your student's email. And then you want to have handy also their password. So your child's teacher will have emailed you the password as well. Almost all of the passwords begin with A and then 5 zeros. After that, it's 4 random numbers. I just made this up. This is not your child's password. It's just one that I made up to show you what it might look like, okay? All right. So when you have the Clever Badge printed out and you have your student's email handy in case you need it, then you can go about getting on Google Classroom. Okay. So you want to go to Plymouth Public Schools homepage. From there, you want to go to Students and Families, and the drop-down menu, you go to Clever. This is the Clever homepage. Using the Clever Badge that your child's teacher gave to you and that you printed out, you can use the camera on your computer to get into the next step. So have that little printout ready, and you're going to do Clever Badge login. And the camera will pop up. So you might get a pop-up that says to enable the camera, and you can go ahead and do that. But hi, here I am. So it's asking me to hold my badge up to the camera. I get a check mark. And I'm in. Up here this is my son's name because I'm using his information, but up here it should say your student's name, your child's name, okay? And this is just a place where a lot of the apps that students will end up using, this is where they can live. You can access them from here, you know, as the years go by. In kindergarten, they don't really use it that much at home. Okay, so you want to go, your next step is to go into Symbaloo. So this is how we're going to start to get into Google Classroom. So you go to Symbaloo. And from Symbaloo, you want to come down here to Google Classroom. Okay. So the next step that you want to do is you want to join a class. But believe it or not, we can't join the class yet. And the reason why is because my computer, and this is my home computer, and so I'm trying to replicate your experience. My computer is recognizing me, not my student up here. So what I need to do is I have to add my student's email address in. So remember I said to have that handy? Here's what you do. Click on that letter, and we are going to add another account. Use another account. Okay. So I am going to put in my son's information, but remember, this is what it looks like, okay? So have that ready. Okay, so you have your student's email, and then we go back over here, and I'm going to put it in. So this is my son. So yours is going to be 2032, but my guy's going to graduate in 2030. At plymouth.k12.ma. Oh no, my friends, I'm so used to doing my own, I forgot to do the correct one. So it's at student.plymouth.k12.ma.us. Okay, now it's going to ask me for my password. Okay. And you can save it here. I think actually I'll save mine too. Okay, so now a couple different things can happen. You might see your classroom popped up here. So Mrs. Costa already invited me to her class. So that's why she's sitting right there. And this is my son's teacher's classes right there too. So he didn't do anything. These two teachers invited him in, okay? But so you might see your child's class right there, and that would be really easy, but you might not. So if you don't, you want to have the class code. So you come up here and you say join class, and then you want to enter the class code. So I'm going to attempt to join Miss Kennedy's class. That's her class code, and I want to join it. And there it is. So this is Google Classroom. And I will take a minute to let you know that there's a few different tabs at the top. And the tab that it always opens up on is the stream. Now, personally, I find the stream the most confusing. It's just kind of like messages. Just, oh, hi, you know, Hunter made it to class. Great. Okay. So it is a place where everyone can see what you write. So you need to remember that for sure. So here we go. So Miss Kennedy wrote here, hi everyone, welcome to the Google Classroom. Let's see if we can get everyone logged on today. And look, this is me from earlier. I'm here too. And I'm going to write here test. So, you know, you could write whatever you wanted, but I'm just going to show you. Then you click post. And there it is. So stream is what it always opens up onto. Personally, I think it's confusing. When I look at Google Classroom, I like to go right over to this tab, Classwork. And then inside of this tab is where the assignments or the material will live. So I think these ones are just example ones, but we can click on this one. And it is, I think it's a little video, so you can click on the link. And again, I think it's just an example, you know. I don't think, for sure it's not classwork that's due. And the internet is so slow, but it'll take you, you can see that it's working on bringing us to PBS, Learning Media. And it's coming up. But that's the idea. So, you know, the teachers will likely have videos for the kids to watch or different things to do in this classwork tab. Okay? So I hope that you found that helpful. I know it's confusing. I had trouble myself even making this video for you. So, you know, take it easy on yourself. Take it slow. We're all going to get through this, and we will help you, okay? Thank you. Bye.